Guys, I just realized I essentially have an entire retrospective written out for a game already that I haven't really done anything with, and I'll explain why in a second. So if you guys don't know what's happening or what's going on or what this is, my name is Senna and welcome to Crouch Block. Crouch Block is a channel where I make videos where I talk and stuff. What this video is actually going to be about is a little bit about stuff that may or may not be in the works and stuff that I'm planning for the future, but also the topic at hand is like collaborating with people, I guess. So I'll get started with the kind of first thing that's in the works, which I'm actually planning a podcast with Vince, and I'm very much looking forward to it. I don't know what we're going to talk about. We very much may be just kind of shooting off the hip. It may lean towards fighting games. It may lean towards superhero or discussions or just talking about life, what we're doing, all that stuff. But there is potentially a podcast in the works with me and Vince coming. I don't know when, actually. We haven't really set a date, but looking forward to that, and I'm sure we're gonna play some fighting games or maybe some League or Valorant or something. We'll have a grand old time. Now, what I'm actually going to go into was I had another podcast planned many moons ago with myself and a Mr. Cody Polachek. Cody, I'm sorry, bro. I'm throwing you under the bus. You know I love you. You know you're one of the absolute homies, but I gotta throw you under the bus. So sorry, bro. Myself and Cody have been planning a podcast for a long time. And you want to know what it's about? It's about Batman Arkham Origins. Does that ring a bell, buddy? Does that ring a bell? Now, Cody and I had both planned to play through the entirety of Batman Arkham Origins, and I did. I don't know if Cody did. I'm pretty sure he got pretty far. He had played the game in the past, but he was playing through another time as a refresher. I finished the game. I wrote the topics and things that I wanted to talk about relating to the game. Told Cody, hey bro, I'm ready for a podcast whenever you are. And he said, you know what, bro? Absolutely. Just let me wrap some stuff up. I'm down. Shine the bat signal. I'll be there. He was going to be my Commissioner Polachek, but the bat signal was broken. But it's all good because with all the notes and all the things that I remember, I can still write about the game to a capacity. I don't think it'll be my most in-depth retrospective, but I have something to write about and something that literally I may need to write just like a little bit more just to like expand upon the points I was already making, because the points that I had written about were a bit vague, so that we could talk on them and have a discussion about them. But obviously that's probably not going to happen unless I release this and the retrospective and Cody hits me up later. Is like, oh, hey, like, I know you posted this, but I still want to have a podcast. That very much could be a thing. I don't know. I was actually halfway through editing a different video for Crouch Block where I was just kind of talking about things that are in the works and like how, like, man, planning shit's hard, working on shit's hard, like, looking for motivation. And it's not that I'm unmotivated or willing to be, or not willing to be motivated. It's just the fact that the right material or the right source of media, whether that's a game or a movie or a series or whatever, hasn't come along that's made me want to write about it. Like, it kind of all started with the Spider-Man PS4 title, the Peter Parker, and then it went into The Last of Us and The Last of Us 2, Spider-Man Miles Morales. Like, these things just kept on coming along that like evoked this sense of like this feeling of, oh man, I cannot wait to write about this. Like, I really wanted people to know what I thought about the game or the movie, and I wanted to share it. I wanted the topics to be pushed, and I wanted to hear what other people thought and what people thought about and hear what people thought about my thoughts and kind of like expand upon that, because like meaningful conversation to me is so freaking. The main topic of this video was supposed to be about collaboration and how hard it is. Like, I've wanted to do collaborative work with my girlfriend. I live with my girlfriend. I see her every day, but even then it's still tough. Now, managing that same thing with someone an hour away or freaking 4 hours away and 200 miles later, and when you have the opposite schedule with someone and you have kids and like You're both just busy. It's really just hard to find that time and just get lucky enough that the other person has that time and wants to do that with you as well. Like, the stuff I like to do for this channel is a lot of work. It's a lot of work. And asking someone like, oh, hey, I want you to do homework about this thing, whether it's a movie or a video game or whatever. I want you to write down every thought and feeling this piece of media makes you feel, and I want you to present it on a podcast or a retrospective with me. It's a lot to ask. It really is. So I kind of just beat myself up by doing it all myself. And if somebody wants to talk to me about it later, then that's totally fine. Like, if someone sees something that I post and they want to have a podcast with me about it later, that's more than fine. In fact, there was like another video that I wanted to write on this channel, or like do like a small post on, and it was like, I don't even know how to explain it better than like, it was about like, oh, hey, I may be a busy guy, but you can really just hit me up anytime, and if I don't answer, sorry, and if I happen to answer, great. Like, I'm busy by nature. I keep myself busy by nature, whether that's work or having fun or writing or editing or playing games or whatever. I keep myself busy. If I have the free time to give you, I will give it to you, but you have to ask for it. I don't even know how long ago now, but like, someone that I haven't talked to since middle school hit me up and is like, oh, hey, saw that you're playing Smash. Do you want to play some games? I'm like, yeah, absolutely. Let's run that shit. And it was sick. I had a great time. I think I won. I don't remember. I think I was playing Fox. But yeah, I mean, like, you really just have to ask. And it was honestly me just being pissy because I feel like I don't talk to anyone unless... I feel like no one will check up on each other unless I do it first. Like, the odd exception to that, and that's not even really an odd exception, is the straight up exception to that is Vince. Vince will like hit me up any day of the week. He will send me, like, that boy will barrage me with memes on Instagram. He is the exception to that rule. And let me just say that I'm not as narrow-minded to think that other people are not busy as well. I'm more than aware people are busy. Everyone has their lives to live. But if you get the odd feeling where like, oh, hey, like, I haven't talked to this person, by all means, hit me up. Hit me up. We live in a time and period where it's just that easy. Like, I don't have to drive 5 states over to talk to you or hang out with you in any capacity. We could do it over the internet. This video has kind of gone off the walls a bit, but I wanted to talk a little bit more about things that I have had planned. I don't know if I'll do anything with them, but it's an idea. I wrote an entire retrospective about Halo Combat Evolved. I don't think that will see the light of day because I think I deleted it. I'm not sure. Obviously, you guys know that Batman Arkham Origins is going to be in the works. I don't know when that will be developed and produced, but it's probably going to be the next thing that happens. I could totally write about Matrix Resurrections or Spider-Man No Way Home. Batman vs. Superman is also on the table just for the sheer fact that I watched a video a long time ago that was talking about that film. They made a point, but the point that they made could be said from the opposite view as well. I'm not going to get too into detail with that one. I've never watched the movie. But also the last thing I've thought about was the Harry Potter franchise and writing about each book and each movie. So book 1 and movie 1 together, book 2 and movie 2 together, and writing that in like a sort of long form content because people know that I like Harry Potter, but they don't know to what capacity. And like, I feel like people appreciate Harry Potter. They know that it's good, but they haven't revisited it since they were like younger, and I still think it's a valuable piece of media to look at. I still think there's value in it. But yeah, that's kind of what I have going on in my mind right now. This video's kind of been all over the place, I know, but yeah. Oh shit, I didn't even talk about the Batman. So yeah, about the Batman, like, I'm very happy with how that video has performed, even considering the visual fidelity of the video has dropped, and I think that's due in large part because of YouTube's encoding problems. It didn't look that dark when I was editing it. It looks like shit now. It sucks. I'm really sad about like the visual loss on that aspect, but I still think the video is valuable, and I really want to hear everybody's 2 cents about what they think about the video, because it hasn't really gone it hasn't really gone further than I liked what you said in the video. The video was dark. Like, I haven't really gotten anything that follows that up. I haven't really gotten any like good feedback that's like constructive. I've had people that want to talk to me about the video but actually just haven't. So if someone wants to send me an extremely long text about what they think about it, I'm more than willing to read it. But yeah, I think that's going to do things for us. My eyes are really itchy. I'm not sure if it's dust or allergies or whatever. But I'm going to go. Thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys later. Peace.